guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another one of my videos this week. So today, as we approach the autumn equinox, which is on the 22nd of September 2020, if you're watching this video in the future, then obviously you'll need to look at what date the autumn equinox is in future years, but here in 2020 it is the 22nd of September. So what I wanted to do today for you guys was a video to kickstart your manifesting and show you how you can manifest with the autumn equinox and what the autumn equinox is and how we can use this energy for our manifestations to create shift and to create miracles within our lives. So the autumn equinox happens once a year, because obviously autumn happens once a year. So we have the spring equinox, the summer solstice, the autumn equinox, and the winter solstice. So they vary on dates, like I said, so always give them a Google. So each solstice or equinox has a different meaning. So in the spring equinox, obviously we were planting our seeds, setting those intentions, getting to spring forward with energy and spring into summer and go into that outer experience. Whereas in the autumn equinox, we're moving towards those darker nights. And this is obviously in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, then you're going to be having your spring equinox. So I've done some blog posts on the different equinoxes over on my website if you're in the spring equinox and want to learn about that. So as we move towards winter and as we kind of settle into autumn, it's all about going from that outer summer journey into the inwards autumnal winter energy. So this is about coming away from that outer experience and moving back inwards to reflect inwards and see what work we need to be doing in those autumnal days and wintry nights. It's about coming back into yourself and looking at where that work needs to be done. So the autumn equinox is still really powerful for manifesting, because although in the spring we plant the seeds, the autumn equinox is about harvesting our crops, because this is harvest season. So it's about harvesting and taking gratitude for all the manifestations and all the joy that has come into your life this year, and looking at what your goals and priorities are for the rest of the year, so the last 4 months in 2020. So a great thing to do to start off with is to write a gratitude list for this year. Although we've been in a completely different year than we thought we would be in, and you know, it has been so hard for many of us and things have just, you know, we've still had manifestations, but obviously it's been a very different year to what we would have been discussing in 2019, for example. So write a list down of all the amazing manifestations or things that have happened this year for you, because when we can express that gratitude to the universe, we're going to automatically attract more reasons to be grateful anyway. So with that harvest energy, with that gratitude energy, really take this time to appreciate what you've done over the last 9 months and what things have gone really well, what's come into your life, and what feels good to you. So as you're harvesting your crops as such and looking at that autumnal energy, this is also the energy of change, of shift. So I myself have felt this. I said this in a blog post last week, and I think even my YouTube video the week before, about how there is this energy of change around us right now. So of course we're feeling this in the entirety of 2020 anyway, but it definitely feels amplified by the autumnal energy. So right now you may be seeing things fall away in your life. Good, bad, you know, it doesn't matter. You may be seeing things fall away, but see it for that highest good. See it for that higher purpose of this is falling away for a reason. And sometimes we can really cling on to things and become attached and not want to change or bring change into our lives. And this is all part of these cyclic natures of these seasons showing us, and those autumnal leaves showing us how beautiful it is to let things go. You know, the trees let those leaves go with, you know, they don't think, oh my God, are the leaves going to grow back? You know, they trust that come spring, those new flowers, those new leaves, those new blossoms are going to come up again. So use this in your life too, Queen, of knowing that if you are letting things fall away right now and it feels good to you and you're seeing this change energy in your life, trust that these things are going to come back the same or something better for the highest good of all. So really allow yourself to create that space in your life, because if you're holding on to things which you know you need to release now, that's only, you know, causing disruption within yourself, and it's also not creating the space for abundance. So another big energy of the autumn equinox is creating the space. So having a good declutter, clearing out your house or whatever. We hear about spring cleaning. Well, autumn decluttering is a great way to energetically shift your yourself, physically have a cleaner and tidier home, cleaner and tidier mind as well. And also when we let go of things and create that space spiritually, energetically, physically and mentally, then we open up the space for new abundance and new manifestations and newness to come into our lives. And this goes for shifts, this goes for miracles, this goes for everything. So you have to create this space. So use this autumn equinox as a brilliant opportunity to go through your things, have a good declutter in your home, a good declutter in your mind, a good declutter emotionally and spiritually. What are you ready to let go of now? Let it fall away, just like those leaves. And another great thing to do on the autumn equinox is to plant your seeds as well. So although we do this in spring, you can still set your intentions and use this change energy and manifesting gratitude energy of the autumn equinox to manifest some goals and desires by the end of 2020. So, you know, at the beginning of the year, we were all very different people. We all had very different lives. So the list that you maybe wrote on New Year's Eve or, you know, at the end of December for what you'd like to achieve in 2020, is that still relevant to you? Does that still feel good to you? So go through your list, your vision boards, whatever you did for 2020, go through them and make sure they still feel good to you. Maybe you feel like, oh, I'm not sure, maybe I should just get rid of that. If you want to, then please do. Write yourself a new goals list for the rest of 2020, what maybe you would like to achieve in this last quarter and what you would like to call into your life, because this energy is all creating that momentum. So as you're creating this space, it's equally important that you're setting those intentions as well to welcome in new things into that space you have created. So, you know, maybe you just do like a Q4 goals list, whether you do like a rest of 2020 goals list or manifestation list, whatever feels good to you. Go with your intuition here, but definitely set some intentions with all this other great work you're doing, because you'll see that when you're giving your gratitude and harvesting your crops as such, when you're creating that space and decluttering and letting whatever needs to fall away, just like those autumn leaves, and then you're sowing this seed, you're saying, you know, this is what I would like to achieve by the winter solstice, by the end of 2020, again, those seeds have room to be created and to grow and to be nurtured. And sometimes people do like to set the intention by the spring equinox to have these seeds or manifestations come into fruition. So again, trust your gut here, trust what feels good to you. I would personally do it till the end of 2020, but again, it's entirely up to you what you feel would work best for you. So have fun with this and, you know, experiment with this energy as well. There is so much change and so much shift around us right now. So if you are really wanting that shift and change to come into your life, you have to create it. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So really get honest with yourself. Like I said, this autumnal journey is bringing us out of that masculine outer summer experience back into moving towards ourselves, that feminine journey, that going within. So really use this time as kind of a good check-in of like, how's your self-care? How's your self-love, queen? How are you feeling within yourself? What have you been avoiding? What do you feel needs some attention now as we're kind of moving into that more inwards journey? You know, get yourself out in nature. This is a great way to also celebrate the autumn equinox, to go and be in nature, to, I mean, it might be a bit cold for the sea, but you know, go and release in the sea with the energy of the sea, the ocean, cleansing it away from you. Anything at all, go and be in nature and go and celebrate the autumn equinox in whatever way feels good to you. But by doing these little rituals and doing these little practices, you're going to create shift. You're going to allow what needs to fall away to fall away. You're going to be expressing your gratitude, which means that even more reasons to be grateful are going to come into your life, and also sowing those seeds for the rest of the year of what you would like to call in by the end of 2020. So it's a great energy. I always love the autumn equinox. It always feels really cozy and autumnal, and it's my favorite time of the year. So of course I love this season more than anything. So use this season for good. Use this energy, use this equinox to, you know, transform your life in whatever way you want to right now, whatever you feel called to do, because with this energy you can create so much momentum and create so much abundance and bring your manifestations into your life. But remember, you've got to create the space first. So this is why all of these little rituals and practices are great to do together on the 22nd of September. So you could do all of these on the 22nd of September. You could do them, you know, the day before, the day after. That energy is still there. It's not like you have to do it all on that day. So even if you do a couple of things on the day and the rest, you know, a bit later, whatever works for you. And of course, I've got some graphics of the little rituals that I do, and I'll share some blog posts as well on my social media channels on the day of the equinox as well, so you can have a look at them for extra guidance and a little reminder of what to do. So I hope you guys enjoy going away and doing this little autumn equinox ritual. I hope it brings so much joy and abundance into your life with these shifts you're creating, and please let me know what you do for your autumn equinox ritual in the comments below, because I love to hear them, and I'm sure anybody else watching would really appreciate some more suggestions as well. So thank you so much guys for watching my video. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. Don't forget, you can also join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls, where we talk all things Law of Attraction and spirituality. The link will be down below in the description for you. And also don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments down below, because I love to reply to them all. I hope you have a great week, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you all in my next video, which will be next week. Lots of love, guys.